All right, you've just gotten yourself some flowers at the store. Now what do? You open them up. You cut them at a 45-degree angle. You put them in a vase and you let them soak up water for just an hour or so. Let them rest. Strip all of the green foliage off of them, like so. Okay, are we ready to make our arrangement? Our flowers have rested for about an hour in water. We're gonna put some flower food in our vase and we are gonna let that dissolve, because if it is clumpy, your flowers, the ends of your stem right here, will get gummy and they will not be able to take a big drink water. And then they will just die. They won't be able to stay hydrated. So we're gonna empty this in. We are gonna let it dissolve in there. I like to build a base. I don't have greenery today. I usually like to use greenery. Today we're just gonna use this vase. I'm gonna teach you how to get the best vase life out of your flowers while I'm arranging the flowers for you. So, like I said, you're gonna strip all the greenery off. You don't want any greenery that's gonna be touching the water, because anything that's touching the water has a chance to rot and grow bacteria, and then your flowers have no chance for a good vase life. Okay, so I'm gonna build my base with these really pretty pinky flowers. They've got a little bit of greenery on them. That's why I brought them home. So there wasn't any other choices for greenery at the store I was at. I could have gone to a different store, but I didn't want to. So here we are with these really pretty flowers. Okay, so I've almost got my base done. This is my foundation work. Can you see that? And then we're gonna go up and out from here. I do not like a perfect snowball arrangement. I like my arrangement to kind of have a little bit of movement in it. So we are gonna work our way up. I'm gonna I've used my base. I've seen people use tape on their vases, which is totally great to hold your flowers. But because we've created a foundation, a base right here, I don't think we're gonna need it in this arrangement. Sorry, I'm just gonna put these stems back in some water while we're going. All right, we've got our mums. We're adding some mums into here. Just cutting them. I like mine at different heights. So we're just gonna lean them in and cut them. I'm gonna put one right in the middle. Actually, we're gonna cut that a little shorter. All right, right in there. There we go. This one is gonna be our taller side, and it will evolve that way. Okay, so maybe let's do one of these a little bit taller. And that will help make it feel like it belongs there. Here we go. We're gonna add it out. See how it's growing as we're building? Okay, and then we're gonna add some carnations. We wanna strip anything, even if it's a bloom, we wanna pull it off. We even don't want a flower if it's gonna be below that water line. Even flowers will rot out. I think I'm gonna put that over here. That's really pretty. I'm just gonna get it so it stands up. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna add some of this, get that deeper color. Oh, we got one that's flopping, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this one off. Pull off those stems that are gonna be below that water line. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in here. Okay, so if we want this to last the longest that it can possibly last, cut flowers are gonna die. They're starting to die the second you cut them. However, there's things we can do to prolong their vase life. We can change the water every single day. We're gonna change the water and we're gonna put flower food in there. If you don't have flower food, you can add lemon juice, sugar, just a little bit, just like a teaspoon of sugar, or some Sprite, just a touch, like a cap full of Sprite in there, and that will give the flowers enough sugar to help keep them alive. So we're gonna keep them in a cool place in the evening. So as we're going to bed, we're not looking at them anyway. So why not put them in a dark, cold spot, a fridge, or just a dark corner in your house, somewhere where they can rest for the evening out of the hot sunlight, okay? That's a tip we can do. We're also making sure that we're not getting anything in the water other than just a little bit of the stem needs water. We don't need a vase with this much water. We just need a little bit of water in there. The longer the stem sits in the water, the more chance it has to rot, to mold, to create bacteria. So we just need a little bit of water in our vessel, and we want to cut our stems every single day when we change that water out. And we're gonna use a 45-degree angle. I don't know if you can, there we go. 45-degree angle. And that gives our stem the best chance to soak up some water. Put this right here. And I'm gonna start adding in some of our roses. Okay, I'm gonna turn this so you guys can see it. You see how that's starting to build out and up? Okay, let's see what we've got. We're gonna add one of these really pretty pinky roses as our main event. Okay, and we're gonna add a white rose. That's gonna open up, that'll be really pretty. Put that right in here to add some color and just soften those purples a little bit. We're gonna bring it down just a little bit more. Maybe have it poke. There we go. Add some white in there. Okay, we can add some of these white carnations. Just a pop of white. I feel like white always helps mute and tone down some of those bright pinks. They don't always need it, but sometimes they do. Plus it just adds a little bit more dimension and depth as we're building our bouquet out, our arrangement. Okay, we're gonna need some stuff over here. So let's see what we've got. How about we add just like a brighter rose coming right off this corner. There, I don't know if you can see that. We're gonna add some of these carnations. There we go. I kind of want to go a little bit taller on this side. So let's see what we can add in. Maybe some of these deeper colored carnations. There we go. And let's see if we can get this side working kind of how I envisioned it. Okay, I'm going to put some of this stuff back. Okay, I'm going to turn it so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to go upward. Awesome. Okay, and I want it to look pretty from every side. I want to add another one of these really pretty shorter ones right on the bottom, because this looks a little empty on that base. There we go. I don't know if you can see the difference in that. Okay, and then I'm going to add another one of these going upward right over here. I'm going to want it to be about yay tall. Okay, see how we're getting a little bit more full right there? Awesome. Okay, let's add a couple more roses in. These are more of a purpley pink, super pretty, a little more muted. And we're just gonna add them in places that we feel like could use a couple holes or have a couple holes. I like to use these white carnations too. Again, I really, really love a white. It helps break up the pinks and the purples. Don't get me wrong, I love pinks and purples, but this helps bring just a little bit of spice. All right, let's try some of these. Be right in here poking outward. I like when my flowers aren't all the same height or follow a perfect curve. So a looser, I don't know if you can see that, but those flowers are starting to pop out at me and they're different heights in there. I really love an arrangement with some different heights. So I never am cutting anything the same as the one before. I just bent that. If you bend a stem, you're gonna wanna cut it because it's not gonna be able to soak up water. Okay, maybe we'll use some of these white roses. I'm gonna turn it again so you can kind of see that. I don't know if you can see that. It's looking really pretty. Little Valentine's Day arrangement. We have another white rose. I'm gonna put this one right. Once you get so many stems in a vase, it's kind of tricky to make sure you're not smashing something else and that they're getting all the way down into that water. There we go. Can you see that white rose right there? Perfect. Okay, so we're kind of getting to the point where I really am quite happy with this arrangement. I think I'm gonna add one of these really pretty flowers right in the back somewhere, kind of toward the middle back. Just gonna add a little height. So then you just go through at the end. We're just making sure we don't have holes. So I think I'm gonna put a rose right here. This purple rose is my favorite color of the roses, and we're just gonna stick it right down in there. And that'll open and bloom out really pretty. All right, so let's just recap. Things we can do to give the best vase life. Start with a clean vase that we would drink out of. Refresh our water every single day. Cut our stems every day at a 45-degree angle. Add flower food. If we don't have flower food, we're gonna add lemon juice, Sprite, or a little bit of sugar. And then we're gonna pull them into the fridge or a cool space if they start to look tired, or even just every night. Okay, you guys, subscribe if you're in for more flower tips, growing tips, arranging tips, everything flowers. We're super excited to be here on this channel, and we hope to see you on our next video.